On many serious nights with pale moonlights, we stand in fear. While in the burning blaze of day, at noon, day lulls it to his rest. Matsunaga Teitoku. It was in the old days when early humans gazed at the moon, a wonder and a curiosity. The legend goes that once an old man dug up a small shining object that grew bigger and bigger as he held it until it flew out into the sky and became the moon. This is the same moon which millions of years ago witnessed the birth of life on Earth, holds a secret. The moon has a secret history, they say, written in its rocks, which tell of an epic past. The origin of the moon and its role in the history of life has long been a mystery. For generations, we've looked up and wondered. Now the truth is beginning to emerge, revealing the moon in an entirely new light. The secret history of the moon rocks are like pages from an ancient history book, scientists say. 50 years ago, Apollo missions brought back the first samples of lunar rocks, giving us a first glimpse into the moon's history. By studying lunar and Earth rocks side by side, geochemists discovered something surprising. The elemental isotopes of both are almost identical. Yet volatile elements like water and carbon appear to have been vaporized. These clues suggest that the Earth and Moon share a common origin, and a violent one. Scientists have long held that 4.5 billion years ago, the solar system was a chaotic place, with as many as 20 rocky protoplanets orbiting the Sun. As these protoplanets collided, they formed larger planets, including Earth, at that time moonless. Then 80 million years later, Earth suffered another final, cataclysmic blow from a smaller planet called Theia that also collided with Earth in this huge explosion. It annihilated Theia and peeled off parts of Earth's crust outside, leaving Earth melted up, and debris around started to coalesce into this disk. Within 100 million years, this disk would have slowly cooled and condensed to what we now refer as moon. However, the popular theory has a flaw in it. It predicts that the moon should be made of different materials than Earth, but this is not what we observe. Earth and moon are strikingly similar, like identical twins. Their isotopic signatures are almost identical, indicating they are made from the same materials. This discrepancy led scientists to rethink the prevailing theory. Georeactor Hypothesis. Some scientists have proposed a radical idea. In Earth's early history, radioactive elements like uranium could have been much more abundant. These elements, due to centrifugal force, could have been concentrated deep within Earth and caused a massive underground nuclear explosion. Material from this explosion might have formed the moon. Though this theory sounds interesting, it also presents challenges. Some doubt whether enough uranium could have been present to cause such an explosion. A new perspective, Synestia theory. A newer theory is a new perspective. The Earth was hit with such force that it had been pulverized into its entirety into a torus of molten rock, a synestia. Impacting Earth so violently, in a manner that vaporizes Earth's surface, atmosphere, and water, is what may have created an environment in which the moon is formed. The moon would have appeared from magma rain that was condensed out of the rock vapor. For years, it may have orbited within the synestia out of our view until the cooling and contraction of the synestia eventually gave Earth. While the synestia theory remains unproven, it offers a novel way of solving the mystery surrounding the moon's origin. It is the closest anybody has been to the discovery of the secret history surrounding the origin of the moon. Beyond its formation, the moon could have affected life on Earth in profound ways. Somewhere in lunar history, it may have had liquid water and even supported life. Volcanic activity on the moon twice released large amounts of water vapor, possibly creating surface water and a lunar atmosphere between 4 and 3.5 billion years ago. If life existed on the moon, it could have been microorganisms from Earth, transported via asteroid impacts. However, as time passed, the moon's water evaporated and its atmosphere dissipated into space. Although life on the moon did not last, it did leave a lasting mark on life on Earth by stabilizing Earth's axial tilt, which prevented extreme climate fluctuations and created conditions in which life could flourish. Life on Earth would be utterly different, or perhaps wouldn't exist at all, without the moon. In other words, knowing the history of the moon is essentially knowing our own. The roots of life on Earth and the moon are intertwined. With each step we take in unraveling the mysteries of the moon, we learn more about ourselves. Many questions remain, and the full story of the moon's history is still unfolding. Whether we return to explore its secrets further is up to us. But one thing is certain: the moon will be waiting for us, as it always has.